are you? Not good. Not good? No? Did he already tell you? Yeah? Okay. I'm so sorry for your loss.
This is Elizabeth Baldonado. She is 17 years old, and she is pregnant with her boyfriend's child. A few hours ago, that boyfriend was found shot dead in a back alley.
She's bad. Yeah, she wants to hurt the person that did it. She's bad.
And Elizabeth has no idea yet that the people surrounding her right now, holding her, comforting her, telling her everything will be okay, are the same people detectives are about to start looking at very closely.
You're making me upset. You're telling me that my family did it when I know they didn't. My mom understood that if anything were to happen to him, I would not talk to any of them ever again.
As the investigation unfolds, the clues keep pointing in one direction, and the harder detectives push, the harder Elizabeth fights back, convinced that the people she loves most could never be capable of something like this. She is about to find out just how wrong she is. It is a quiet Friday morning in downtown Albuquerque, New Mexico, the kind of morning that feels ordinary in every way until it isn't. A 16-year-old boy is walking through a back alley on his way to work. His name is Jose, but everyone calls him Jay. He recently started a job as a dishwasher at a diner across the street, but he never makes it to work. Within minutes, 911 calls come in. Officers arrive and find him lying in the alley with a gunshot wound to the head, and he shows no signs of life. It happened fast, and the shooter is already gone. The weapon is nowhere to be found, and there is no ID on the body. All the police have is a teenage boy, a back alley, and a set of questions that have no answers yet. Officers begin canvassing the area almost immediately, and before long, 2 witnesses come forward.
Did you hear anything? I didn't hear anything, but I saw people running. One of them is a light-skinned male. He turns around, runs back to the alley, and takes off down the street.
I just saw strange cars that aren't usually here. I've just been circling and I noticed some weird activity and I just had this gut-wrenching feeling that someone was about to get shot because there were just weird people back here. And I saw this kid, this guy right here who shot, he was over here talking to some girl. And last minute I saw him there, I turned the corner and I heard a gunshot when I was on this side of the road. So then I came back over here and the car was down.
You heard one shot?
Just one.
The details are vague, but they give investigators their first real lead. Investigators then locate Jay's grandfather, a regular customer at the diner where Jay worked, and ask him to come to the scene. He arrives unaware of what he is about to hear.
So I don't know if anybody's told you this, and I was trying to see if you were obviously Josue. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Josue's passed on. So that's what we're here for. Is we're here to try to figure out what happened and try to do the best we can by Josue already. He's your grandson, is that correct? Okay.
When detectives break the news, his reaction is quiet, measured, and heartbreaking. But it is what he says next that shifts the entire investigation.
He was involved with something, but I could never get the truth from him. I could never get the truth. There's one friend that he was involved with that, I really didn't approve of. I was just getting ready to move him out, take him somewhere else so he can have a job or whatever.
Right.
Oh my God.
A young man with secrets, a grandfather who saw it coming but couldn't stop it, and somewhere out there, a killer who knew exactly where Jay would be that morning. Detective Anna Bruciaga is assigned as the lead investigator on the case. One of her first steps is to canvass the area for surveillance cameras. A camera mounted outside a nearby school is positioned directly toward the alley where Jay was found. The footage shows a gold Toyota sedan speeding away from the alley seconds after the gunshot. Through the tinted windows, detectives see what appears to be 2 people inside. This suggests at least 2 people were involved and both have left the scene. After reviewing the footage, officers move on to the most difficult part of the case, speaking with Jay's girlfriend. Detectives go to her home to speak with her and try to understand what could have led to such a horrific event.
Not good. Not good. No, did he already tell you? Yeah? Okay. I'm so sorry for your loss.
When Detective Bruciaga sits down with Elizabeth, she is visibly shaken, but she is talking, and that matters.
Start with today. What'd you guys do today?
He took a shower at like 8 o'clock. He was getting ready to go to work at 10. He left around 9:50 something. I was making appointments today because we found out that I am pregnant. And he was texting me still until at least around 12 o'clock. And then he stopped answering me for a few hours.
And he was texting you
On Messenger.
on Messenger, like Facebook?
Yeah. Let me check exactly what time he last texted me. It was at 11:11. That's when he texted me the last.
Okay, what did he say? Do you mind if I look at them?
It's because he wanted me to do Presbyterian because I want to do Loveless.
Okay. And so
That's all he told me.
pressed us closer. Okay. And then you continued messaging and he didn't answer.
No.
Do you guys always talk on Messenger?
Yeah, because we get into arguments and stuff, and we block each other, and then we unblock each other, and it's just a big mess.
The timeline Elizabeth provides lines up almost exactly with the estimated time of the shooting. To detectives, she seems like a grieving girlfriend doing her best to help, but Elizabeth is not yet telling the whole story. Then Elizabeth says something that immediately shifts the temperature of the room. She mentions that Jay and her younger brother, Angelo, did not get along, and that on the very morning Jay was killed, the two of them were supposed to meet and settle things between them.
This morning, him and my brother were supposed to box it out, because this has nothing to do with this at all. My brother and him just don't get along. They bump heads very much, but my brother would never do this. He knows how I feel about Jay. He knows how that would crush me.
And which brother?
My younger brother,
Your younger brother? What's his name?
Angelo.
This detail becomes an important lead in the investigation. During the conversation with Elizabeth, her mother, Orit Chavez, casually brings up something that immediately catches the detective's attention. Her car. A gold Toyota sedan broke down in front of her and was left on the side of the road. A car that is now missing.
I drive one. Toyota. Toyota? Yeah. It's like a gold. Yeah, it's gold. Stole that on me, I just looked there, whatever.
And you said you just purchased it?
Yeah,
Do you have a plate on it?
yeah. No, I don't. They took our sticker off.
The chip tag they took?
Yeah, they took it off the car.
Where you said it's yeah, so earlier this morning it broke down on her and then she just left it there.
It is the same make and the same color. Detective Bruciaga does not react and carefully notes the details. Later, in a separate room, detectives sit down with Orit Chavez alone. She presents herself as a grieving mother, appearing devastated by what happened to Jay. However, the detectives are not there to offer comfort. They are there to ask about her car.
So here's the thing, okay? So I believe your car was used in today's homicide. Okay?
You're lying to me.
No, I am not.
So you stole my car.
That's why I'm talking to you. Okay, so if you don't tell me who had your car,
I don't know.
it's your car.
I left my car at the side of the road.
Okay.
I didn't lend my car to nobody.
The detective then shifts the conversation to Angelo.
So what I'm getting at is that what are the odds that your son and his friends have a problem with Jay, and Jay is now dead, and people are telling me it's your car on scene.
But my son said he wouldn't, and then they were gone. And I was with them today.
Okay. So you were with them all day?
Yes. My son had an interview at 9 o'clock. And we were over at the Whataburger over there. Cottonwood or whatever.
You drop him off?
No, I didn't leave the Whataburger.
Okay, so you waited for him to be done?
Yes, and we went back together to my house.
Okay, then you guys go back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he stayed there, and I left with myself, the car, to go see Elizabeth.
It is a clean alibi, almost too clean, and the detective listens closely to every word. The detective pushes harder and directly accuses her, watching Orit Chavez's face for any reaction. She responds with silence and denial.
Did you shoot Jay?
No, I didn't. No. He's a kid. He's a baby.
I know, but somebody did.
No.
But I also feel like you know more than you're telling me.
But I don't.
Because again, I'm telling you, based on your demeanor, I think you know what happened. And I know it's your car. And I am gonna confirm it on video surveillance.
I hope you do, because I'm lost right now.
But in a room like that, silence can say just as much as words. Next, Angelo is brought in for questioning separately.
In downtown today, and somebody died. So I know that you knew him. I think he was actually somebody that you knew because he was dating your sister.
Talking about Jay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is he alive?
No, he's not. He's dead. So I just wanted to find out from you just a little bit.
Can you tell his grandpa? You talk to his grandpa, right? Yeah. Can you tell his grandpa and sister?
Okay, yeah, for sure. So
Angelo confirms that he and Jay were supposed to meet that morning. He explains the reason behind the conflict, not money, not territory, but something personal, something that had been building for a while.
Sister, then like I said, we had that one fought. And then we didn't really talk after that. We both went our separate ways.
yeah.
So your sister tells your mom tells you that Jay wants to fight. So when did you guys plan to meet?
I didn't plan nothing. He assumed. And I was just like, we're good. We had all this shit. We felt like we're good. He said he wanted to do 8 o'clock.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she, you mean your mom said?
That's what he told me. That's what Jay told me. Like that's what Jay told to tell my sister to tell me. But so on and so forth. This is like I told him.
That you're supposed to meet. Where were you guys supposed to meet?
He just said he wanted to fight me. He didn't talk to me early, so I assumed we got my door.
The reason for their planned fight makes the detective rethink the entire case. Then the interrogation is interrupted. Elizabeth's mother enters the room and makes it clear she believes Angelo should not be questioned further.
You're not be talking to me. He's sorry.
But he's not in trouble, so he doesn't have to be 18 for us to talk to him.
I'm still.
I mean, it's up to him. If he doesn't want you here, he doesn't have to have you here.
Huh? Yeah, my sister and the bars here. I had to have them go pick up.
Talk to my sister.
So there is one thing that we are going to need, just like you talked with your sister, we didn't get your phone. So we're going to secure it, we're going to do a warrant.
I need it. I don't have a phone.
But your daughter's
an investigation like I explained to you earlier, Elizabeth. I'm taking your phone. You're not giving it back until I'm done with it. But as soon as I'm done with it, I will give it back to you.
Do you want me to take you to go find where your car was left? Because we've been all over there and we can't find it anywhere.
Well, I'm gonna go shortly, but I want to make sure that my kids and my family get home. And right now, my biggest concern is I just want to go home.
What's your biggest concern?
I want to go home.
No, you absolutely can go home.
A parent protecting their child is understandable. A parent stepping into a homicide interrogation is something else entirely. Weeks into the investigation, Detective Bruciaga meets with Elizabeth again. This time, she has reviewed Elizabeth's phone. What she finds does not match the image of a stable relationship. Elizabeth's composure begins to break, not from grief, but from discomfort at being confronted with it.
I've looked through your phones, and so I do believe you know more.
What would I know more about? About who killed him? About who did it? No, I don't know. I really don't know who did it. If I knew who did it, I would have told you already.
So I know that you and him were having some problems and he broke up with you and you wanted to get back with him and he told you no. I will talk to you when it comes to the baby, but that is it. And he wanted nothing to do with you.
So you're saying that I had someone do something to him? Are you
It's a question.
serious?
Okay, here's the thing, okay?
I
You have to
loved
realize I'm
him more than
investigating.
anything in the world. I would never do anything like that.
The detective then brings up Gilbert, Elizabeth's older brother, and a message he sent about Jay. It is the kind of message that cannot be easily explained, and the detective does not let it go.
Your brother Gilbert had mentioned and said that he was going to send someone up there to take care of
But he didn't. Because my brother knows that if he were to do anything, I would never speak to him again or at all. I would have him part of my life at all.
So Gilbert didn't do it.
Why would my brother do it? My brother literally knows how I feel about him.
So I'm pretty sure you've been in the household and have heard conversations. Correct?
Heard what?
Anything. Anything that talked about.
They do not talk about anything.
Okay.
The detective connects the dots out loud: the missing car, Angelo's planned meeting with Jay, the messages from Gilbert. She is giving Elizabeth a chance to get ahead of it, but she does not take it.
I don't know. You're seriously assuming that one of my family members did it? Because the car is missing. She literally filed a report that her car was missing that night.
Okay, so you say you love Josue, right? And he's the love of your life. So why are you covering for your mom and your brother?
I'm not covering for anybody. Are you fucking serious? You seriously think that they did it?
Yes.
My mom loved that child too.
Okay, maybe not your mom, but what if what if I told you that your mom's car is on video leaving the homicide? What if I told you that?
You know how many Toyota Camrys that are gold live in the city?
But what are the odds that your brother and Josue were supposed to meet
My
up?
brother was at home. My brother was at home with his girlfriend. They were literally sleeping until he had to go to work.
The detective keeps pushing, asking the same questions from different angles, watching for any shift in Elizabeth's response. Eventually, Elizabeth reaches her limit and walks out without answering further.
She drove Angelo to his interview. Guess what? Angelo said he borrowed the car from your mom and he drove himself to the interview. So obviously, somebody's lying. And I kind of understand that you don't want to see.
No,
what
you
I'm trying
don't.
to
They
tell you.
don't. They did not do it.
Because
you
I
are
don't know
literally
what I
looking
would
in the
do.
wrong place. You're just trying to blame somebody just so that you can get someone for the crime. I know they didn't do it because, well, I don't know for sure, but I know they wouldn't have done something like that. They know how much that would crush me, and literally they have seen how much I have died these past 2 weeks.
Okay, and I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you if I find out your brother. I'm telling you when I gather up all my evidence and I arrest your brother, I hope that you didn't know more.
You guys can think however you like. My family did not do it.
Elizabeth, you can't get out without us letting you out, babe.
In the hallway, Elizabeth breaks down and the detective follows her. Even in that moment, she says nothing that advances the case.
Tell me more than you're telling me, okay? You have to realize, Elizabeth, that somebody took your baby's dad's life and now that baby is not gonna have a father. And as much as you love your family, they still took your baby's dad away. Now that baby's not gonna have a dad.
I don't think I know that.
She is protecting someone, but it is unclear whether she knows the full truth or is still in denial about her family's involvement. 76 days have passed, and the detective is back at the family's door. This time, it is Gilbert, Elizabeth's older brother, who answers. The same Gilbert whose messages about Jay have been sitting in the evidence file, still without a satisfying explanation.
Oh, hi Gilbert, how are you? Who else is in the house? Do you mind if I... Just your sister? Is Elizabeth here too?
Elizabeth, my little sister said, you want me to go get her?
Yeah, she knows who I am. Can I actually talk to you, Gilbert? You know what it's about because, you know, I've already done some research. Get your hand out of your pocket for me, please. Thank you, I appreciate it. You already know what this is about. So I'd like to give you the opportunity to explain why you told Elizabeth that.
Oh, that's the book.
Gilbert,
Elizabeth appears shortly after, and the detective asks her to tell her mother that investigators want to speak with her.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Good. Okay. Is your mom here?
She's showering right now.
Showering right now? Okay. Is Deshaun here?
No.
Jawan?
No.
Anthony? Annalise? No? Okay. You might want to go tell your mom that I would like to talk to her again. I'm going to talk to Gilbert if he's willing to speak with me. But you said she's in the shower, so she might want to start getting ready. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. And Gilbert, again, I don't want to talk to you right here in front of the door. Do you mind coming even over here?
Gilbert is uncooperative and dismisses the detective's questions. But when she brings up the messages he sent about Jay, his composure slips, and his response stands out to the detective.
Tell me what you know. Okay, this is about Elizabeth's boyfriend's death. You know what it's about, so let's not play games today, okay? No, it's my card. It's alright. Okay, I know, again, Gilbert, I know you know why I'm here.
Yeah, now I do.
Okay.
Come on.
So, tell me what you know.
Like I said, I just moved here. Like,
I'm not gonna play games with you, okay? I know you threatened to take care of Josue.
yeah, but I didn't even I was getting up here. I couldn't even do nothing.
Okay, so obviously you do know why I'm here and why I'm talking to you now. So now that we got that out of the way, you want to discuss, or do you want me to just take it at face value? I already saw the Facebook, so...
Do whatever. I didn't do. I'll tell you that right now, so you can do whatever I didn't do, so...
Okay, so...
I'm innocent.
Okay, so again, in your Facebook, you do disclose and say you're going to send somebody to take care of you.
Yeah, but did I send
anybody?
Okay,
so who'd you send? Because he died.
I didn't send nobody.
Do I need to be any clearer? He died.
I know he died. You guys just told me that.
Well, you know because that's Elizabeth's...
Yeah, but I didn't send nobody.
Baby daddy.
Come on, ain't nobody want to do it.
The detective continues pressing Gilbert, trying to understand what Jay may have done, or what he believed Jay had done to lead to this.
All right, so then let's start from the beginning. What did Josue do that upset you for you to make such threats?
Hit my sister.
Hit your sister? Okay, how do you know?
Because my sister told me.
Okay, what did she say?
She said that if I told her hit her, I said that would tick me off. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, I just bring his my little sister, you know what I'm saying?
Again, you have to realize that I'm investigating a homicide. Okay, a homicide in which you threatened to kill my victim.
So you're gonna take my phone?
Yes. You take your phone, I'm gonna do a warrant on it. If for
all I
any
gotta say is just don't look at the picture, you know what I'm saying, unless you want to see something, but it's a whole lot of something.
Okay. Well, I won't look at pictures, but I am interested in who you've been talking to, text messages and so on, so I am gonna do a warrant on it, okay? Okay, Gilbert.
So password 1313.
1813?
No, 1313.
1313. Thank you, I really appreciate that. That makes me feel a little better that you're being forthcoming with that information.
Don't put the pictures.
Okay, I won't.
We're not trying to get all up in your business about that kind of stuff, bro.
Game, you know what I'm saying? But if you guys want to see that, you go ahead.
Gilbert, just hear me out, my man. It's obvious that Anna knows a lot more than you think she knows about this, right? So the more... Hear me out, bro. Hear me out. So the more forthcoming you are, like she said, like giving your password, that's a good start, my man. But if you try to hide things or act like you don't know anything, it's going to look weird in court later, right? Somebody's going to question why Gilbert wasn't honest with the cops about things, right? So the more honest you are with us right now, because we're giving you the opportunity, right? Like she said, she could take it at face value and run with it. She's not doing that because she's giving you the chance as a man to step up and say what you got to say, right?
But that's really all I know. I don't really know anything.
Then Orit Chavez comes out of the house, and the detective confronts her with the messages between her and Jay.
to catch the bus, so I mean, you got 5 minutes of my time.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you for speaking with me. Have a good day.
Be safe.
We'll check in with you before we leave if you want to talk to us again, Gilbert.
Hi, Elizabeth. I know you're gonna be quick and all, but so you know why I'm here. Okay. I don't gotta repeat myself.
Watch.
I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to play
But
games.
this is that confirmation number from when I had called, because I called that same evening, and nobody ever came by to look what's
You
called.
didn't report
This
your
is-
car.
I did. This
No.
is it. Yes, it is.
I already know.
Okay, you know
They
what,
tried-
lady? I'm not trying to deal with you, but this is the confirmation number that I
So
have.
why did you set up a fight between Angelo, Deshaun, Jawan, and Josue?
No.
Yes, you did.
No. The
I
little
have
boy called
phones.
over. He called to the house. He was asking for a fight. I was like, wait a minute, you want to do what? I was like, are you serious? It was either that or they wanted to sit there and do some stupid things. I'm not trying to have stupid things go on between those boys. Those boys need to learn how to get along.
Okay. So, like I said,
So are you gonna write this
I have
down?
phones. I already know when you called it in. You never fully followed through.
I did. I waited for them to get here.
Okay, do you have the title to the vehicle?
It's in that vehicle. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Like, I cannot give you any more information because it was in the vehicle. I didn't even get to register the car or anything.
You've had the car since before January.
Yeah, and I also had to get an alternator for it. You know how much money it takes to just for me to save for just a little bit, a few things?
Okay. So again, I've gathered phones,
Understood.
and based off of everybody's phone, not just Josue's phone, you were gonna set up a fight. You said you didn't, and you didn't want to, but the fight was gonna happen.
He said, well, come over in the morning. I was like, wait a minute, come over in the morning. And my son, Angelo, told me like this. He goes, Mom, I'm not going to fight him. He goes, I'm not trying to get into a fight. He goes, I have more respect for my sister than that. And that's how that went down.
The detective turns to Elizabeth one final time. Elizabeth repeats her belief that her family is innocent and that she would know if something were wrong. The detective listens, then calmly explains what the evidence suggests and what is at stake if Elizabeth refuses to see it.
You weren't involved. You're the one who told me that they were planning to fight that day and that your brother and his friends didn't show up. You're the one who told me that Gilbert had threatened Josue, right?
But my brother Gibby wouldn't have done anything because...
Okay, hear me out, okay? So that's why I have no reason to believe you were involved. However, being that you've been living here makes me believe that you already know. There's no way you living here and you don't know what happened. There's no way.
I don't. I really don't.
You're not gonna change my mind because, is it weird that she lives here and she knows nothing?
Elizabeth, you have to think about. Can I talk to you for a sec, Elizabeth? So
Say something else.
I know we're not trying to upset you any more than you already are or anything like that. But you have to think about how when this case goes to court, when people get arrested for things like this, they don't care whose family, friends, or whoever else they can or will throw under the bus to try to get themselves a better deal. 1. 2. When this goes to court and a jury of 12 random people are hearing about this and they hear that you're back over here, don't worry about what I think about it. Don't worry about what Anna thinks about it. Think about what those 12 people are going to think about it.
Bruciaga was thoroughly frustrated. It is too much for Elizabeth, and she walks away. The detective lets her go. 1 month later, the investigation produced something concrete. Cell tower data places Angelo's phone at the exact location of the alley at the exact time of the shooting. For detectives, that is enough. Angelo is taken into custody. He is a teenager, and the weight of everything that has happened over the past months is visible on his face. At the station, he refuses to answer a single question without his mother present. Even as the detective reads him his rights, Angelo asks for his mother.
Angelo, because you are a minor, I am gonna read you your rights, and
That's why I want my mom here. That's me. Like, I know you had questions or something. If I wasn't like gonna talk to my mom about.
So you want your mom here while I read you your rights as well?
Yeah.
More than a year after Jay's death, the phone rings. A caller reports speaking with Gilbert through social media and passing along comments he made about the case.
Everything that goes on Facebook, and I was able to see that Gibby was pretty hateful towards his mom, and so I figured maybe I could get him to say something about it. So I messaged him, why is your brother locked up? because my mom and him went to go fight my sister's baby daddy because he beat her. And when they got there, my sister's baby daddy tried to pull out a gun, but he got hit before he could even get his gun. But they put the murder on my brother. I said, that's real f***ed up. Why they put it on your brother? He said supposedly witnesses were there and said it was him. And they say they also got video and that it looks like him in the video, but you can't see shit. All you see is a big ass group and then everybody scatters. I said, what the f***, your mom didn't tell nobody, it wasn't him. He said, nope. He said, the crazy part is my little brother ain't telling on my mom. I said, so your mom did it and let your brother go down? And he said, yeah. I said, have you tried to tell your brother to tell? He said, yeah, but he tells me no. But that's how we was raised. No matter what the situation is, don't tell. And if we do, we gotta face consequences.
Needless to say, Gilbert's confession.
For Detective Bruciaga, it signals a potential break, as inconsistencies in the family's account begin to surface. The detective goes to the juvenile detention center to speak with Angelo. She approaches calmly, without pressure, and this time he agrees to talk.
If everything will be happening, what we're talking about right now, would I get at least the first degree dropped on? So we get a way to work around it.
So if you're wanting to now give a statement, we can definitely schedule an appointment where it's me, you, and the attorney. And then I'm more than welcome to talk to you then.
After Angelo agrees to cooperate,
his statement brings clarity to the case. Orit Chavez is later arrested and confesses. She confirms the detective's suspicions and takes responsibility for the crime.
I know you were visiting Angelo. How's he doing? He's okay? Yeah. Okay. How are you doing?
He's in there for nothing. He didn't do anything wrong.
And I mean just in general, not just because you already know why you're here. You've been in handcuffs, you've been in the back of the cop car.
Just now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? Do you understand? Okay, fair enough. With that being said, what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna stop this interview. You're going to jail on 2 warrants, okay? You do have an open count murder warrant, and you do have, and I have to look at that one to read you the exact, but it's a warrant, okay? And that's not mine, it's not for me to discuss, but that's what one of the warrants is for, okay?
Elizabeth had defended her family throughout the investigation, fully believing in their innocence. In the end, she was right about Angelo, but not about her mother. There is a particular kind of grief that comes from realizing the person you turn to for comfort is the one who caused the pain. Elizabeth Baldonado did not just lose her boyfriend, she lost the family she believed in and the sense of certainty on which she built her life. Detective Bruciaga kept pushing the case forward even when leads went cold and every answer seemed to close another door. The truth took more than a year to surface, along with a breakthrough that finally broke the silence around what really happened. Jay walked through that alley on an ordinary Friday morning and never made it out, but the truth eventually did.